A third way of interpreting the opening pasuk of Parashat Re'eh, which is so much connected to the month of Elul, Re'eh Anochi Noten Lifnechem Hayom, is mentioned by Rabbi Chaim Friedlander, the author of Siftei Chaim. He focuses on the midah of tzeniut, modesty, specifically that of Rachel Imenu. Rachel transferred the simanim, the signs, to her older sister, so that Leah could marry Yaakov first. Her act could be considered as an act of chesed rather than modesty, if it were not for the fact that she did so in a manner unbeknownst to her sister. She suppressed her own desires and needs and did so in a concealed way, so that her sister would not know or feel bad. The same approach can be applied here to Moshe Rabbeinu. The Gemara says in Masechet Megillah, Rabbi Elazar said in the name of Rabbi Chanina, whoever reports a saying in the name of he who said it brings redemption to the world. As it states in the Pasuk, and Esther reported it to the king in the name of Mordechai, and this eventually brought the redemption as Mordechai was later rewarded, paving the way for salvation. The Maharal MiPrague explains why this principle is in place. It's because one who acts this way clearly doesn't regard themselves as anything. The Imre Emet adds, if you come up with a chidush, a new explanation or idea, and then find the same written in a book, you have two choices. You could either say you came up with the idea, and then also found it in a book, or you could point to the book without any mention whatsoever of your individual finding. The latter is what we must choose. Credit the source as though we never thought of it previously. The Gemara brings the example of Esther relaying word of a planned assassination in the name of Mordechai. But how did Mordechai himself find out? We are told, Mordechai yadat kol asher na'asa. But where did Mordechai get his information from? From an angel in a dream or from Eliyahu Navi? Mefarshim explain, as soon as Mordechai received the information, so did Esther, and she was a prophet just like him. Yet, despite also receiving the information directly, she still related in the name of Mordechai, which led to the salvation of Bnei Israel. The Gemara in Bava Kama says, anyone who asks for compassion from heaven on behalf of another, and he requires compassion from heaven concerning that same matter, he is answered first. Why should such a person be answered first? Why should they be redeemed ahead of their friend, and why should each not simply pray for themselves? The answer is, if they do so, and focus solely on their own needs, they epitomize anochiut, egotism, self-centeredness. But if they set aside their own needs and focus on their neighbor, even when they themselves need the exact same thing, then anochiut is removed from the picture, and they'll be worthy of redemption.